All right, ladies. Sweet. So tonight we're going to work out on playing out from the back, with real key part being playing out from our goalkeeper. So having a chat with a few of you so that we've been able to play out a little bit, but then the midfield feel like they always have to play back. So we're going to come up with some combination play in order to progress forward. So that's the overall picture of what we're going to do. But the thing is, we're going to be coming up against the Royals, who offer a high press, and it's an aggressive high press. So we're going to really try and play against that front four and then the midfield three and try and get past them. So straight away, in terms of our shape, we're going, for us in the yellow team, we're going to go back four, midfield three, and I'm going to offer you a winger each. Then, in terms of the blue team, who will be playing as the Royals, you'll have that front four, so two strikers up top, the wingers ready to press onto the fullbacks, and then the midfield three to pick up a player for player in there. So the aim of what we're going to do to begin with our positional phase, we're going to play out from a goal kick, and hopefully we can progress to just Hayley receiving it at feet, and then we play on from there, so it's more of a live moment. So we'll go through a couple combination plays, just a passive press to begin with, so that way we can understand what channels I wish for us to try to, and then we can grow from there. In terms of goals, what we're going to be looking for here today, yellow, you're going to have two wee gates out the far side marked in the yellow cones. You have to run through those. So notice they're a little bit deeper than halfway, because it will give you a realism of, hey, we're running through, we've found the space, we're ready to go forward. Or you've got a nice wee mini goal there with a very old ball boy, right? So that is us hitting our strikers' feet. So midfield, you'll be looking to release, get it to them. Sweet. Any questions around that for yellow? In terms of our goals, we know what the goal is. Cool. Blue team, if we win the ball, what do we think that we're going to try and do? Score. Yeah, Hayley's in there, you know. You've got to try and score as quickly as possible, because you've got them pressed down in here. We're ready to go. It's either the goal kick situation, so we're high up the field. Cool. Otherwise, you're going to see some little disc cones out there on the sides where they are marking some areas. So we're going to try and get two midfielders into this high box, into this part here. So if we're working with pink magnets here, usually we have just the one. I want two in here. So that way we're going to be able to do these combinations either side. That means it's going to drag people in, and we're going to open up some space in behind. So that's the key line there. And then wingers, just being conscious that with our lines here, we're going to be coming in a little bit into the inside motion here to receive at feet in a deeper area than what we're used to. So that'll be Charlie Elise, okay? But once again, we're going to do the combos out there, and we'll build from there. Blue team, any questions on your goals? Any questions at the minute? Rock and roll. Can you please go set yourselves up in this shape? So we're setting up as a goal kick. So Hayley's got ball. So for me, Caitlin, with the Royals, they stand on each side of that centre circle, okay? So just right up on the edge of the box, ready to go for their person. Well, Edie, yep, there we go. Sweet. So to begin with though, Maddie, we'll just come back out. So we're going to start two midfielders beyond this pink line, so that way we're not going to collapse the space to begin with. Just setting our shape up a little bit more. So Ainsley, we would usually start a little bit back, and it would be just in behind you. So yep, the dedicated one. Sadie's got there. Kate, so what we'll be doing here, so wingers, Charlie, at least, yep, we're going to be beyond that pink line. Cool. And Kate, you're going to be in between, because you're ready to press that fullback just like that. Same with George. Awesome. So the first combination we're going to do, we talked about our midfielder only being able to play back. So we're going to play back, but we're going to go forward with it. So the first play is, to get our shape right, Hayley, we're going to pass to Sam. Meg runs and cuts off the keeper first, and then presses onto Sam. Caitlin, so Edie would start drifting over. Caitlin goes straight to her player. Cool. We're going to have a midfielder drop in. So Maddie's dropped in, nice and sharp, because she's dragged her player in, but she's coming in a little bit more central. So yeah, it's going to free up some space. Brilliant. In this motion here, don't worry you guys, I'll get to this part in a second, because this is the main ripple. We're going to look to find our feet. Cool. In this motion here, Charlie, you're going to try and get beyond that pink one and come in more central, and you're going to look to receive at feet, because Sam, you're going to be rushing up. We're going to give it straight back and straight to feet first time. What's the key part of this one? Whose movement is vital for this to happen? All three of yous. Gracie can't come inside because she's going to drag Kate into there. She's ready to press in. Charlie's too high up, but she's got to drop in at feet. Meg will try and press you, but you've got to move there. What's the danger here, though, for Maddie? Maddie losing it. Yeah, if that person's real tied up on her, and we'll have to have a call from Sam if that's the case. So that ball back. So we're just going to go through that. So we'll give it back to Hayley. Cool. So this could be any two midfielders, so we can rotate that round. But for argument's sake, for this time, we're going to do Maddie, and then we're going to go to Gemma's side. 3, 2, 1. And play it forward. Brilliant. Okay, cool. Back down to Hayley, but we'll try the other side, just so we know the basics of this one. So Caitlin, who are you going to press first? Who are you going to cut off first? They've got to cut off the goalkeeper in case she goes back. 3, 2. Lucky. Sweet, cool, sweet. We got the concept. Cool. Let's go back to Hayley. They will as we go into this fully once we got that goal. So nice simple combination. That's the call from the centre back being the support because we're happy to go back. The key would be your midfielder there has been pressed quite hard. They have no time to turn. What happens if they have time to turn? We're gonna switch, right? So for argument's sake, instead of even going to the centre back, Ainsley's dropped in, Anna's not been tracking her. We're going to then open up because Hayley will give her the call and say to turn, right? So for argument's sake, we're going to give it to Ainsley. We're going to turn to our right there, and we're going to switch it first time. Because once again, Charlie's coming into the feet. Nice and simple, if that person's not gone. Real easy one. Once again, midfield, we can rotate round. See? So let's go in, give it back. But midfield, I want to see you rotate this time. So Ainsley, come back up. As if we're going to go in, it's not on straight away. Another midfielder's got to communicate that they're going in. Ooh. All right, let's head it on back. Speak to Hayley. Let's just say, for argument's sake, Anna's real tight on her. And Ainsley's got to get out of it. And then another midfielder will come in and do it. Okay? So you just pass it, but be right next to her. So make it so she's not actually the option. So Ainsley, just come back a trot. Come back a trot. Awesome. 3, 2. So she's got in. She's not the option. Switch out. Somebody else is it. Give her a call. Awesome. So Hayley, I really need to hear that turn call, eh? So, okay. Yeah. So if you could see Gemma could turn, you've got to tell her that because she might not have that time to have that shoulder check. Sweet. The last one is how we can play it twice through our midfield using our fullbacks. We're going to make it real dynamic. We worked a little bit on this one last week, so we've got to be playing out to here. We've got to play to Edie. Lily's got to get wide. Right, Lisa's high. Sweet. So it'll be play to Edie. Cool. George just step back. George just step back a little bit. We give it to Lou. From here, we're going to need a midfielder to come show and get into this part here. So, yep, Gemma's come on in. Ainsley's just going to stay in here. We're going to find, because George has cut off line. You've cut off the line. So, bam. So you think, oh, I can't just roll it to Elise. So you've got to find a midfielder. So Jim, just come out here, because we're going to create our angle. So Sadie, come on out. We're going to force it to play back. Once again, we have to play back. But who's going to be your option, Jim? Who do you reckon? And it's, yep. So Caitlin, you get on here. Who do we reckon? Right shoulder. Ainsley. We're going to go. Ainsley's going to come racing on over. Cool. Sweet. So Lily's going to play into Jim. We're going to straight away get the call. Brilliant. We're going to drop it off. And then Maddie, getting it involved in and around. We can find different options to play it in and around, bouncing it off. So this concept here can also work with Edie now moving forward. We can do all the different work here, but we have to then see that Gemma can't play forward even though we've hit our highest midfielder. Cool. So what I need in terms of the furthest ripples. So if we're doing this here, Sam, we're going to be shifting over. Meg will be with her. Gracie, because we need to make this as real as possible. Kate, you'll be up on your fullback because they don't play around the back. Then, yeah, Charlie, brilliant, and even potentially a little bit higher to begin with because you can drop into the space. Cool. Right, we're going to go from Hayley. Blue team, press them. Okay, so set up, get the call in for what we wish to see. waiting for that whistle, Hale. And two to go. Brilliant. Awesome. Cool. Give it back to Hale. Good communication, Jim, Edie. Right, on that whistle. So, yeah, no harm. Keep playing, it's still live. Unlucky. Good. All right, Maddie, can you just hop back up on the balls? Everybody just halt to where they were. The boot fully come apart there, man. All right. Oh, lordy. Cool. Yep. I love that this is all on camera as well, Maddie. Just for those that can't see it on the camera, her boot has fully come apart. Cool. So, Maddie, we're on the ball up here. You can't turn because you didn't get a call of turn. What have we looked for? Yeah, Lily. So Lily's free. She got the wide open space. And then what movement was key for your support, Lil? Should you have been able to control it? Who? But who gave you the support? Were you able to have a look up? It's all good if you weren't. Jimmy, you made the movement in because you realised, hey, this could be the play in. So even if we were able to control that in that moment, we had the support ready to play, at least also able to move wide so we could maybe one touch it going wide, because that's the classic going forward is going wide. Because if Georgia couldn't cut it off, we had it. Cool. So it's just that mistouch. So what we're going to do, we're going to go back and we're going to try this again. So you've got to roll it out from feet. Lily, this is most likely coming to you if Maddie decides. So we've got that wide option. We've got Gemma most likely running in. 3, 2. Yeah, no harm. So who's showing? Who's showing? Nice. Cool. And run through the gate. So, Caitlin, Meg, can we remember? We press the ball as well. Yeah. So that one there, you would press it because she's closer to your side. Meg would stay with her option, so that way you're going to force her to switch ways. Yeah, sure. So that way we can work both ways. And brilliant. Sweet. So Sam, why did we choose that? Yep, everybody's marked. They're all trapped in there. Was there any harm in that? Was Charlie an option? Brilliant. Why not do it then? So awesome. We've gone round this press into the middle, which, now straight up, is this what the Royals do to you in the midfield? Yeah, cool. Press, easy. Right, go back to Hale. No. Stay on it, but if you see the ball, go. Okay, so now it's going to be a bit easier. So, Kate, I'm going to get you to stay back just a little bit to make that option a little bit harder, right? Because Sam's finding that far too easy. Charlie's movement's obviously too good, all right? Hey, Charlie, right? Yeah, we'll see if Kate can cut it first. If that's on, we take it. Sweet. Meg's going to pressure real quick this time, so she's not even going to let you have a second touch. Oh, here we go, Blue. All right, play. So set up from Haley. So wait for Meg to just drop back in. Let's play. Nice. Good, Sam. Unlucky, we keep playing. Do it in 2. Do it in 2. Give her a call. Yeah, good. Yes, Jim. Good, we keep playing. How can we play out? Good press, Eddie. Finish that. Play on then. Here we go. How can we play out from here? Cool. So what support do we need? Good, Jim Ainsley. That's brilliant. Brilliant. Okay. Right. Lily, can you please get back up on the ball there? We're just going to go through our shape here. So Lily, you're quite deep with the ball down here, mate. Elise is still to be played the ball beforehand. So Elise, just come a little bit deeper. So first and foremost, what were we looking for? Yeah, you went for Elise. You ended up going for Elise. Great. It's the classic way. Georgia couldn't cut it off in time. So Georgia will just, as a mindset, just remember to try and cut that line off as option number one. Then what was our second ripple? Who was our next players that we're most likely playing to if we're looking to go forward? If it's not Elise? Jim, yeah, and Ainsley. So Jim, Ainsley, can you talk me through what run you did over here? Because Ainsley, I see you check your shoulder. Why? Yeah, you lost your man, but also what were you going in to support? Because were you receiving it? Yeah, Jim, because Sadie was a little bit closer to Jim. So, but you gave that option, so suddenly, just like the combination, you were ready to receive it off Jim. If you had received it first time, so be it. You had a little bit of space, turn call probably. But Jimmer was ready, shaped up, ready to protect the ball, out to go. Right? Then we've got our, in here, we've marked it all up. So Maddie's not rushed in and collapsed to space. Charlie, what were we thinking? What were you thinking about this play here? Brilliant. So suddenly, in this play here, we took option number one, we went forward, we got our point. We had option two ready. Jimmer was ready with the space, ready to play around, and Charlie was there in case Ainsley got the ball. So our movement off the ball is so vital, guys. Caitlin's done well to mark Edie out here, because if we gave that to Edie, it's all sorts of danger. She can't play the goalkeeper. Meg's got onto her player, so she suddenly can't play in there. Kate's gone in between, just in case, ready for it. The midfield here, Anna, you gave a little bit of room there. It's fine, because Ainsley lost you. There's got to be moments of that. Elisa's nice and tight, Sadie's nice and tight. It's a brilliant play all around. So Lily, great decision making. Okay, we're going to play it back to Hayley, and then we're going to go live. Not a goal kick, we're just going to go live. And unlucky. Right? No, Kate, can you knock this down to Hayley? So you've tried to play a through ball, we're going to go live. Oh my Lord. Woo! Just roll this out from your feet, Hayley, and we're going to go live. Not a goal kick, so press up onto them. Go. We're live. One of you is press the goalkeeper. Yeah, good. Yep. Ooh, good press, Caitlin. We've got to play. We've got to roll it out from your feet. And 3, 2, good. Meg or Caitlin, press the ball. Yep. Good, Anna. Good. Find your goal. Here we go. What combination are we looking for? Good, Elise. Great movement. Brilliant. Great overlap. Awesome all round. Elise, can you just hop back up on the ball though, please? So Georgia, not much more you could do there. 2v1 situation. Awesome. We've got it wide. Edie, great positioning. Right? The extra option we could do here, if Georgia has somehow been able to cut out, what I'm going to look for, if our wingers drop into that space there, I want the highest midfielder to try and stretch the pitch. So if that was Gemma or Maddie, we're going to race into that space up top to just go receive feet so you can play inside. Because for some reason you haven't been able to turn out, we're able to then go forward. And then we're going to try and find that goal, just in case. cool. Give that back to Hayley. We're going to go live from her in 3, 2. Ooh. So what call can we give her? Good, Elise. Yeah, well done, Georgia. That's great cutting. Try to find. Go on, Sadie, punish them. Good, Kate. Brilliant. Okay, now they're in trouble. So what are we going for? Keep playing, keep playing, keep playing. All right, well done, Blue. That's a great press. Cool. So let's just set up again. So just before we start, Hayley, so midfield, just to make sure we don't collapse the space, we'll come back out of there. Brilliant. Sadie gets into position. So yeah, hold about there, Ainsley. So roughly on the line, and we're looking to get that double pivot going. So 2 of yous in there. 3, 2. Ah, good. No, because you're in your own half. So we just try to keep the feet. And find her. Oh, good, George. So midfielder, can we get a high one here? Maddie. Just as an extra option, just to really make our shape. Awesome though, Elise. Cool. Right, guys, let's head on into the whiteboard. Just everybody into the whiteboard. Yep, go. Cool. All right. Cool. All right. In terms of positioning, backline, what are we thinking? Yellow backline.
Like about our position.
Yep. Realistic to under the press, under that goal kick.
Oh right, like realistic is. I feel like it's pretty difficult to play into the midfield.
Yep.
They're really tight on them.
Yep. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Right. So midfield, what's your thoughts on that comment?
I think the same.
Yep, same. It is really tight. So we've got to, and the thing is, it's what's going to happen to us at the highest end of that game. So it might only happen 3, 4 times in the game with real huge pressure because we're not going to always play into the midfield. Every now and again, what has to happen, Hayley? You've got to send it. Every now and again. But today, I want to build that confidence in there. So it's going to be tight. So Blue, keep that press up. Keep tight on them and punish them if they get the chance. But here, we might find that rotation start to go. So Jim, Ainsley, there was a great couple moments out there, and then Maddie being able to rush in. But the extra part we've got to do with that, Hayley, especially for you being able to see it, you've got to communicate that then to them. What's on, what's not. If that has to come straight back to you, you tell them. Cool? Right. In terms of the wingers, what's our thoughts being coming in nice and tight?
Yeah.
Working well? Yep. Gives a
Definitely,
good.
I find in a game where there's a heap of gaps sometimes, like if like Sam or
Yep.
the centre back had it, I feel like there's that confidence to like drive it straight.
Yep.
Which is so much.
So is one of them going to come all the way up here? If you're dropping it to this sort of space in here, would they commit if we've still got a striker up top? They're playing with back 3 at that stage. Potentially 1 might follow,
Yeah.
but they're never going to leave.
Yeah.
They're never going to commit 2.
Exactly.
So we should always have a side available. This here, the key part for this is it's an extra support as well to the midfield. So if midfield feel overwhelmed and we need to suddenly rush in, we've got that option to suddenly see, like Yellow, you've got an overload here. And we've made the most out of it. So at least several times out there with yourself and Lily just being able to combo it, exactly what we want to see. Midfielders, what else are we thinking in there? What else could we be looking at? Is there anything that jumps out at you that isn't plausible? Yeah. It's a really awkward ball to play, and yeah, definitely noticed it early, and it's a lot of pressure for Maddie to not only receive it, but then suddenly, if the she would have to go back. So what could we do to support that play as an extra option? If Maddie wasn't, say, if Maddie could hold her space and we could play her feet, that's a plausible ball if the angle's on. But who could support then in return? Our two centre backs. So centre backs, and what motion would that be? Either dropping backwards, stepping forwards. There we go. Right, and just like we did in the other play, suddenly it just becomes the other play. So that just shifts it more central. So suddenly Gemma drops it to Ainsley. Ainsley just notices you getting in front of your marker. Bam, who are we going to then play from you, Sam? We're going to play our winger because we've dropped in. Charlie, you notice Charlie was already in that position, ready for it. So at that cycled round, we have all these. So it's just those little combos that can work anywhere around. Suddenly it might be Lily suddenly overlapped and she hasn't got back because she's told Elise to stay there. Suddenly Lily has to know that that's the pocket she has to be in. Okay? So it's just about that support. Ideally, we want to play forward. We can't always play forward. But this here should give us more options to play forward. So what we're going to do now is more of a game training, okay? So we're going to lift up those pink disc cones, and I'll just come and grab them off you. We'll just chuck them behind that wee goal. We're just going to play a game. I need you to see it playing out from back. So it might be a lot of start points at the back. Every now and again, I'm just going to give it to Blue to really try and make sure positional-wise, off the ball, we're ready. Is there any questions before we head back out there? Cool, right, can we just grab those pink cones? Same set of goals for the yellow team. Grab those, and then we'll get set up. Yeah, just the wee disc ones there, George. Then Elisa, you just chuck them behind that wee goal. It's a funny looking wee goal. Thank you. Right, blue midfield, and I don't mind Jimmy hearing it. Your goals for the three of yous, none of your midfielders turn. Okay? That's your personal goal. That's your we achieve it. Right? So if Gemma suddenly turns in there, you've lost your little 1v1 battle. Right? Gemma, Maddie, Ainsley, your personal wee goal is midfielders. Try and turn them. Okay? They're going to try and stop you from turning. If we get a turn moment in here, it opens up the whole other side of the field. Cool? Hayley, can you grab a ball, please? Right. So Hayley, no more goal kicks. It's all live moments. So Kayla, Meg, get up on them. Play. Go. Press, press, press. Good. Now Blue's got possession. Gracie, just leave that one. Roll it out from your feet. 3, 2, play. Awesome. Got through the goal. Brilliant. Yeah, so no more goal kicks. So it's just going to be a press. So we're going to build a little bit more of a live moment where somebody will play back to it. But Gracie, can you just hop onto the ball there? And Kate, you go next to her. Sorry, I can't hear you there. Grace is your only option there. Okay, we're going to fix that in a second. So, Grace, can you give the ball to Gracie? So we shift over as we were in that play. So, Kate, can you get up onto the line here? See. So, Gracie, oh, and a bit further over, Katie. Kate. Jeez. Right. Sweet. Because what did we choose, Gracie? What did we decide to do? Go inside. Because, Kate, you've cut out this option here. We've got two potential midfielders, a high midfielder. We've driven in. So option number 1's out of the way. We've got a couple different options here, but both mark back here. We can't switch this ball out to Lily, so it becomes very limited. So what did you do? You drove. You created the space, right? In this part here, press is great. We have to create something. So the drive inside, perfectly fine, great to see. Okay? And that moment here ends in that because Charlie's realised I'll have to create my angle and go out there. If we just give this back to Hayley. Hayley, you say Grace is your only option. Why? Nobody moves off their man. Is it that easy, midfield? Not always, is it? But if we could create some space and you could drop it into them. So, if this is the case, Ainsley drags her player over, right? What can we do to support them here, Hayley? We could ask for somebody to be dropping in, so you could just be yelling at Jim, get her attention first, using the name, sweetest sound you can ever hear, right? And Gemma would be more than welcoming to come in. If we've called it nice and early, she's seen the space. Jim, would you find that plausible to go receive it in here? Yep. From there, what would Edie then be doing? Yeah, she's got to get away from her. So most likely, because one of these two have to go press the keeper. So for argument's sake, it's Caitlin. Caitlin's pressing the keeper. Bam, suddenly we've run in, we've done that. If it's suddenly the opposite way, we might try and run the other way there, Ainsley. So you've got to recognise who's taking the press, because the person behind you is going to have to come and take the space. So if this was the case and it was Meg pressing, we might move out to our left, Ainsley. Maddie runs in. Okay? So, Hayley, if you see it, you've got to call it, just to give that extra support. Okay? We're going to roll it from your feet and we'll see what happens, eh? 3, 2, play! Brilliant. Brilliant. Can we find a high midfielder even? Oh, brilliant. Cool, so now we've got to switch it around. Brilliant. All right, we're going to play from Hayley's feet again. But no, we'll slightly change this. Can you just knock that ball to Kate? So you guys step up, step up. So back line, we're going to really set a moment here, okay? So give that ball to Kate. Kate, just take a touch. Kate's going to try and slip the ball through, but it's too heavy and it's going to Hayley. Okay? 3, 2, 1, go! Play! Nice, good body. Brilliant. So, Maddie, why could we drop it to that space? Brilliant. Awesome. Gemma, as you moved over, I don't know if you were able to check your shoulder, but Elise came over and took the space to give you the extra support as well. All these little movements. As soon as one person's not doing their job, it can collapse this whole thing. So let's give this ball to George. George is going to play it through to you. So step up again here, backline. Backline, step up. So George has tried to slip this ball through and play. There we go. Oh, play on, play on, play on. So that one there. Yep, so that one there, that might be this here. But Edie playing across here is the most plausible option at that moment. I know Caitlin's come across, but Edie did create a little bit of extra space in here. That ball there, that's a very hard ball to be hitting. Otherwise, put your foot through it. Charlie's going to go into that space, isn't she? She should also be your safety net. Okay, we're going to play from Hayley's feet in 3, 2, play! Oh, that's a press. So what did we miss there? At the call. Ah, there we go. You got away from her. And she's turned you, Sadie. Recycle it, recycle it. Here we go. What options? Hey. All right, let's give that ball back to Ainsley. Cool. So, Hayley, do you want to just grab her a ball, please? Sweet. So if we give that ball to Ainsley, First and foremost, how did we come to this moment? Turned over, we played back. Hayley's then gone, sweet, because Ainsley's cool for it. She's given it to her, brilliant. Meg's tried to press, which is brilliant. Caitlin has gone on to Edie, not an option. Sam's remained free. I know the pass didn't go the way we wanted it to, but the intention's there. Kate's in between because she's having to cut them all out, ready to press onto that fullback if needed. Charlie's come on over. Maddie's in behind to be an option. Gemma, what could we have done if needed? Yeah, come into the space, right? Because you've already lost 81. She's already lost that 1v1 battle, right? Then Lily, what have we done? Tucked in, because that's what you would do in a game. You wouldn't just stay out there and Elisa's the extra option, because this gives support to the midfield. Suddenly, if Anna was the other side of her, Ainsley might open up and suddenly see Elisa's feet. George is going, oh, shivers, who do I go to? She's ready to press Lily because that's her main intention, but the in-between part's here. So, Hayley, we talked about, not finding the options, and it's stressful. There'll be key moments that we can grab, okay? You found a moment where the press wasn't as heavy and as aggressive as usual. We've been able to see Ainsley run in, and look at our shape. So Sam was a little bit deeper. So Sam, you just go a little bit deeper. This pass goes to her feet. We're in. We can play out from here because suddenly we overload over here. Maddie will suddenly might become the high midfielder. Okay, so we're going to play from here just to see how this moment could have went. I know what pass you're going to go for because, right? 3, 2, 1. No, lucky. All right, Elise, give that ball to George and play live. Oh, now we're under some pressure. Right, we'll play. So just hold in your positions here. Don't move too far. George, I'm going to let you roll it out from your feet as if you've kept it in. And play. So what I'm going to look for here is a real shape, okay, Hayley, to see what you're about to receive. Good. Okay, cool. Right. We'll play from Hayley. So just sit up again, guys. Caitlin, don't worry about it. Oh. Yeah. Play. You might as well press the ball there, Caitlin. Okay. Brilliant, Elise. Great positioning. We're going to play live in 3, 2, 1. Let's play. Good angle though. Just so you know, Hayley, when I freeze it, when it rolls through to your feet at some point, I'm going to ask you what options you have. We're going to see this real. Right, play it all the way back to Hayley, and we'll go live as soon as Gracie plays it. And we're live. Cool. We're going to set up again. So Sam, what did we notice there? What did you notice there? Yeah, for yourself?
Do I need to
We
more of an option?
Yeah, we just watched for a moment.
Yeah.
And then so when they tried to play it back into you, suddenly
Yeah.
Meg was able to get, so just getting the other side of her suddenly gives that extra option. Even though it wasn't the original way we do it, we've stepped up because we want to squeeze up. It's that little moment of ball watching where Meg pounced on it and did brilliantly to get that ball. Okay, so just being ready to step to support. Cool, and play. Great chat, Gemma. Can we keep it alive? Unlucky. Right, yeah, play from you, Hayley. 3, 2. And freeze, freeze, freeze. All right, give it back to Hale. Meg, just take a couple yards. All right. This here is the moment. We're now trying to play out from your feet. So right now is real positioning as we can possibly get. What option did we go for straight away? Jim? Yeah, brilliant. All right, so that's your first ripple. That's your big splash. Why is she your option? Yeah, but she's also wanting it. She clearly indicated via body shape, I want this ball. Then Jim, if we're thinking second ripple, because you're the first ripple, you're the big splash right now. Where are we going? Yeah, why? Yeah, Sam. Away from our player. We've noticed where's the press coming from, because Caitlin's about to come in and cut off Edie, because Meg's pressing the ball. So we've seen this indication here. We're ready to play Sam. There's our second ripple. What are we then thinking from here, Sam? Charlie, yeah, we've got this nice wee square here, because we've got midfield support here. Ainsley's not collapsed Gemma's space here, because if Ainsley runs in here, suddenly it's going to make it real trouble. Right? Because look, a 4 here and a 1 there. We're ready to bounce out of this in 2 passes. So Hayley, quick decision making because you gave it to Jem. Jem knows where she's going because Sam's in the right positioning here, and then we've not collapsed it. All of that within 2 passes. Right here, there's 2 people pressing on here. It could go wrong that Jem suddenly gets clattered. But Jem had got enough space. She got a yard on Sadie. It gives her enough room to keep her body in the way. So brilliant decision making. We've got to play it to Jem, and we've got to see what happens. 3, 2, 1. Awesome. Whee. All right. Give that ball to Kate. Give that ball to Kate. Play. Unlucky. Right, we're going to slide over. George is going to have a ball. 3, 2, 1. Play. Take it at your feet. Take it. Roll it out. Roll it out. How can we play? How can we play? Oh, that's awesome, Hayley. How good did that one feel, Hayley? Yeah. And why? Why did that feel good? It was on point. Yeah. See? So earlier, we tried to play this ball. So guys, earlier Hayley tried to play that ball to Maddie. Didn't go right. Maddie's recognised the space, got into it. We've got in there. And who else has supported you, Maddie? Yeah, Sam, you got away from your marker. Suddenly it's just these little tweaks. And suddenly we've gone down there and got our point. So there was a quick transition in terms of, press. You did everything you could there. And then we somehow got out of it. So Hayley, great decision making. Right, we're going to give that ball to Kate, right? And play. Let's see how they shape up. Let's see how they shape up. Ready to receive this at feet. Ooh! Unlucky. Caitlin, unlucky with that finish. 3, 2, 1. Good. So how can we support Hayley? Yep. Yeah, just create your angle. Brilliant. Oh, wow. Nice, Edie. Brilliant. So Charlie's got to knock this all the way back. We've got to play from Hayley's feet. As soon as she takes a touch, you can press. There it is. Good, use it. Yeah, brilliant. Oh, I love it. Cool. We're going to get ready to recycle this. Good try. Right, give that ball to Kate. And play. Great turn, Elise. Oh, ambitious. Great, great movement. We would be going forward. Okay, cool. Give that ball to George. And play. Go, George, you've got the right side of them. Lily's trying to track. There we go, there we go. Yeah, good. So Sam, why did we choose to hit it? Yeah, there's too much pressure there. Yeah, and you've actually found where our player is. Zero harm in it. 3, 2, 1, let's play. Oh, Jim, a great movement. Oh. 3, 2, 1, let's play. Cool, talk to her, Hayley. Cool, how can we play, how can we play? Brilliant. Good, Edie, yeah, we drift over. Then Lily, we tuck in a little bit more, we tuck in a little bit more. No, you might need to get this back here, Hayley. Oh, brilliant, finding that high midfielder. No harm. Right, give that ball to Sadie. And play. Sweet, sweet. So we step up, step up, back line. Like we would. Check our offsides there, Meg. Cool. Man on. Brilliant. Gracie, why'd we play that ball? Bit of pressure. Yeah, and there's no harm in that. Elise, we were able to find the ball because we're in a pocket, aren't we? We've come in to really support the midfield, and then you've supported the opposite fullback. Is it a little bit of luck? Yeah. But understanding where we are on the field is so vital. So awesome work there. This here is a high pressure situation. Do we always want our wingers sitting in deep? Nah, because then we can't really. It's just that defensive third moment. As we progress up, suddenly you get wider, hence the gates being out wide. Hayley, we're going to play from Hayley's feet in 3, 2. Oh, awesome. Brilliant. Oh, Elisa. Awesome, and we play from Hayley. How can we do it? Nice. Good, George. Good pressure. Force a different option. Find somebody here, Elise. Oi. How can we play out? Great. So, Charlie, you gave a wee call there to Jim. Slightly late. What was it? Switch. 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 So, what could be a more helpful call in there for you, Jim? Yeah, just a turn. So, you had a moment to turn there. So, that turn moment. Naturally, if you're turning, you can look to see the other side of the field. So, giving that more. So, switch. Fine. But a little bit quicker. Suddenly, Jim turns in there. We play it out to the opposite side, and it's that overload moment. We've done brilliant there because she's gone for it and moved the whole blue team and gone back across. A moment of individual brilliance allowed us to go out. Cool. Give that ball to George. 3, 2, 1, let's play. And how can we play from Hayley's feet? There's a high press on. Help her. Cool. Give that ball back to Sam. So knock that ball back to Sam. Meg, you've got to get next to her. So you're just inside the box there, guys. Yep, give it back to Sam, please. So Sam, what have you seen from your point of view? Yep. So what have you done in order to try and change that? Yeah, you drove. So Gracie did it earlier, where she drove inside. So take a couple yards. Now you guys shape up to how you think you went. So Blue, how did you think you moved? And Maddie, where do you in yellow, where do we think we moved in support? So yeah. So now what suddenly opened, Sam? Yeah, because what decision did Kate have to make? Which one to go? Elisa suddenly cut a little bit off her man, so she suddenly went all the way over. We're going to the middle. So that's just that one little splash zone there. So Jim, Ainsley, Edie, what do we think we could be doing? Awesome. Yeah. You realise that it was really tight because everybody's going into it. So we dropped off. Edie's got to hold the central area and hope that Lily's there. Jim, what else are we thinking? Yeah, moved across because it's the highest midfielder. And at least what are we thinking? You're still your outlet out there. So if it comes around, you're ready, but you're also ready to go forward, right? Lily's gone over there. Blues, suddenly, it's a lot of trouble here because if Sam plays that ball, we've cut them wide open. Played through a press. Sam, we've got to play from you in 3, 2, play. Nice and easy. So give that ball to Elisa. And play! Last couple minutes, ladies. Whee, unlucky Meg. Cool, how can we play out? Good, what can we look for? Yeah, CD. Great movement, Elise. Oh, that's great movement, Charlie. Cool. Hayley, I'm going to knock it down to you. We're going to go live from you. No, you would be staying wider. Yeah, because, yeah. Great overlap, Lily, brilliant. Give that ball to George. He's put you under some pressure. And play. Okay, it's there. So we'd step out, Meg and Caitlin. You'd step out towards your centre backs. Cool. Brilliant. Play. Nice. Awesome. Just a couple more. We'll give that ball to Kate. 3, 2, 1, go! If need be, who can we find? Brilliant. Can we do it in 2? Brilliant. Yep. Oh, Elise. Right. Hayley, we're going to play out from you. One last good one. 3, 2, 1. Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Who's your high midfielder? Oh, just as good. All right. So bring it on in here. Bring it on in here. So actual time check instead of just timing. Cool. Awesome. Right. So for me, I wanted to create the moment where we're forced to play it out from Hayley's feet under a high press. I personally believe that we've done that. Defensive team, so yellow in possession. Did you feel like you were pressed? Yeah. Sweet. Midfield, did you feel like, limitations were put on you? I could have sat there, and if we'd done that at the start, you know how a little bit of passive stuff, it would have been really unrealistic. And for 50 minutes, you would have been thinking, oh, well, this is far too easy. right? Then it was a bit harder. And blue, thank you for like doing that press so well from the get-go, the few minor tweaks in it. But yellow, is it plausible to play out from the back with some of those combinations? Yeah? Do we have any major concerns on it?
I was just talking to Ainsley earlier, and
Mm.
I reckon, like when we're playing around the back,
Yep.
I think midfield could be an option. But when we're playing from like a goal kick, they seem to sit high no matter where we are.
Okay.
So I think maybe from goal kicks, not directly to midfield,
Yep, okay, sweet.
but like we'll see.
Yeah. And should we need to go to the midfield, hopefully then centre backs, you've now got that option, just those little angles there. So Caitlin, I think you were trying to hold hands with Edie the whole time, you know? So you didn't give her any space, but those little moments, just to then give that support. Because midfield, it has been a trend this season where you've been forced to play back. Now, hopefully that gives you that little bit of extra support to go, hey, this is where these players should be around me. So playing out from Hayley has not been the strongest point this season, but yet we can now keep growing on it and little combos on it and build on it. Wingers, I think it's going to be vital tomorrow night, like in all seriousness. So, where's the right next to me, sorry. It's going to be vital to offer that support to the midfield because it's not just the centre backs receiving it. If the midfield turn and suddenly, you know, just being able to get in there and get bodies behind the ball. So we've got to be ready for that transition. But playing out from the goal kick, that could be dangerous, but it's such a vital moment for us. Is there any more questions before we finish up? No. I'm really happy with how you guys did tonight, eh? Like really stoked. Like going into tomorrow night, honestly, the expectations, my hopes, and I hope you guys are fizzed for it. So big game, but if we're playing the way